What's up, guys? We have this iPad 8th generation in for a digitizer replacement. I like to work on these iPads with heat, and that digitizer is separate from that LCD panel. So we will open up the digitizer and then remove the LCD, disconnect the battery, and we will block off the connections with that little tool right there. Big thing on iPads is you have to clean that old adhesive off, and that's what I'm doing right there. I like to go around and scrape with this little X-Acto knife until all that glue is gone and we are at bare frame. Make sure we clean and blow any nasty stuff out of the way. And right there, I'm heating up the home button because we have to transfer over that home button onto the new digitizer. The cleaning process is the longest on these, but we got that all cleaned on the frame. And here is that home button. We will go ahead and remove it. We are done with the heat, and this is the home button bracket that secures to the back of the glass on the digitizer and holds that home button into place. We have to make sure this is clean because we're going to use some double-sided tape and primer to make sure that home button never falls out. I see a lot of iPads come in from other shops, and you can always tell when the screen's been replaced because that home button never feels right. So I use my little primer on the back of the digitizer and on that back of the bracket, and then I use my double-sided red Tessa tape, and we secure that home button into place. Go around the edges with some B7000, and we'll line up that home button, and it's ready to go onto the iPad now. We will also primer the frame of the iPad, plug in our connections home button first, and the digitizer. And we have to make sure the iPad is not connected to power, because if you do not line up that connector right, you will blow the backlight circuit on these, and I see that all the time as well. LCD is plugged in, we'll secure that bracket, and now we can screw that battery into place after we clean up our loose tape. LCD is in. There's a little foam piece that is replaced on the new screen, so we will screw that screen down. We are all still working there, and we like to make sure we really clean that screen, because once you secure that screen into place, you don't want to see dust behind there. That looks good. We'll peel back the rest of that Tessa tape and secure it down to the frame. With proper cleaning and that primer, once you set that screen onto the frame, it is ready to be picked up. If you guys have an issue like this and want me to fix it, click that link in the bio.